Hello, hello, and a good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, or good whatever to you. This is a Rhino Barrow's Nerdsville block of fun. This, I dare say, old beans and old girls, is a spectacular homage to Britain and what the the British Empire has brought to the world of fiction. Though I am speaking in a quite a poorly English voice or accent, back to normal. Yes, I am doing over here in Australia and various parts of the Commonwealth. There is a thing called the Queen's birthday holiday, and it is so awesome to. It's not just because it's the Queen's birthday. I could have done this any time, but I just feel like it's about time that I give Britain what it's due. As in Britain itself, has brought quite a lot of wonderful things to fiction. There's been let us start off with a common theme. And one particular famous British science fiction and that is the Master of the TARDIS, Defeater of the Dalek, and not various, 11 known actors who've played this smashing role. Would these names would you have heard? William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Phil McGann, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, and Matt Smith. All these wonderful and classy men have starred as Doctor Who. The character has flown throughout various times, spaces, and universes. Each Doctor, what I've been informed, brings a variant twist or their own aspect of said character. And also, There's even Sky Captain and the World of Tomorrow. It is a British, but though it was American thing, but the Brits did it well. It was being filmed there and all. Oh, I am not forgetting these guys. If I did forget this in this particular video itself, I'll be kicking myself in the cojones, which is very hard. Or in my plum area. There's, I'll have to say it, it is the Thunderbirds, those marionettes of high wit and absolutely brilliant intelligence with those fantastic flying machines as they go up and they go down. It has a star at the forefront. Jeff Tracy, Scott Tracy, John Tracy, Virgil Tracy, Gordon Tracy, and Alan Tracy. International Rescue. And you've got to admire the variedness of vehicles they use. And it is magnificent. You have got Thunderbird 1, which is just a plain ordinary rocket. Thunderbird 2, which is a carrier craft, where you can put Thunderbird 4. You can put a drill mining piece in there. You could put like a fire engine device, like a firefighting vehicle. You could put any serviceable vehicle that you want in there. Even a crane or something like that. Thunderbird 3, which is another rocket as well. And sorry. And as I may mention with Thunderbird 4, but Thunderbird 4 is a submarine. How can a bird swim? A kid. And you got the space station Thunderbird 5. And just to have all this beautiful technology at the Tracy's convenience and that. And don't forget about Lady Penelope's car. Mwah. And you can't have Thunderbird you cannot have Thunderbirds without see. Without Stingray. And without Stingray, as I said, you can't have Thunderbirds without Stingray. Fireball XL5, Captain Scarlet and the Mysterious. You got Joe 90, the Secret Service, UFO. The Doppelganger, if you want to throw that in as well. You have got a lot of these things to do with the British within British science fiction. But there's so much stuff you can think about too within this line of thinking. Though I'm covering just British science fiction, there's so much stuff within this thing. Even with, you see, there's Life on Mars, there's 11th Hour, Primeval, Red Dwarf, the Sarah Jane Adventures, Torchwood, Dave, Aquila, The Last Train. You got all these beautiful things. To the Tomorrow People as well. I'm just reading them off, but all these things, all these things have produced what I'll call the beautiful fabric of what British sci-fi can do. Let's just quickly have a look at Life on Mars. It's virtually about it's named after David Bowie's song called Life on Mars, and it is a police procedural drama as well, with a couple going back in time. Torchwood again with time traveling. So I just had to read into a bit more. Oh, Primeval, that's a given, like dinosaurs and humans in coexistence. But yeah. Oh, but yes, with all this stuff you can put in to the if you have a friend, I am an Australian, and I am admitting that the British have brought out some beautiful stuff when it comes to sci-fi. I just mainly for the for the more of the UK science fiction stuff. I stick with Captain Scarlet and the Mysterious Stingray, Thunderbirds, and those types of things. For the very reason is it is beautiful. I watched the comedy Red Dwarf. It's not that funny. Doctor Who doesn't do it well for me, but I say it is an immortal character, and I respect the immortal character of Doctor Who. It is actually not Mysterious, Mysterions. It's just so beautiful. Set in a science fiction, set into more of a futuristic world. There's Captain Black, being a part of it. And to think about it, each model is quite large, and you need the area of a small neighborhood to film these things, because the detailing in the models and in the execution with and you could, if easy, this company could, and within the premise of this, of the companies who can put Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, along with Stingray, there could easily be decent crossovers. Like International Rescue coming to help Captain Tomorrow and the team of Stingray, to Thunderbirds and Captain Scarlet, to, or you could just be like reading it, like in a comic. Oh, I'm reading Captain Scarlet and the Mysterions. And Jeff Tracy goes, "Oh, Alan, put that comic down. It means nothing." You can actually think about these things, and it's not far from the imagination of what you can actually do. And man, it's just so, just with what, it's just something small what the British have done within the science fiction community, but it is those small things that have really influenced what people around the world can actually think of and do when it comes to science fiction. I'm not putting down the brand, the Bram Stoker with Frankenstein and that. Actually, it is a part of the British science fiction. Frankenstein is British science fiction. If you think about it clearly, there's so much that the British have done when it comes to science fiction. There's also the steampunk idea is a British invention, which is going back in time, thinking about what they would have thought today would be like. Like today, they could have, well, today now, back 80 years ago, could have thought, you know, oh, they'll be going to work with like they'll be riding to work with these extraordinary machines, piston-powered machines, cog-wheel mechanized machines, and you know, like a funnel. There's oh, this is a panel screw. Huh. And there. They would think, oh, they'll be riding those, like, they'll be flying in the. Oh God, come on. Oh, I'll fix it up later. But you know, that on the just imagine yourself traveling to work, and you go, oh, the equinotron, or the equine, or the automatic horse will be taking people to work, galloping along with chain and with cog, and it'll go faster than the wind, which is quite funny to think that they would think of, to think of them thinking of that, you know. Even with the car, they'll think, oh, these futuristic people, they'll be flying all over the place. You would need an aeronautic license to fly, and that's what steampunk, for me, has brought to the world. That science fiction of that period piece historical thing. Houses that spin around just to keep certain parts of the house warm. There's various things that you can do with the weapons, and even like, you know, oh, these Japanese, they'll think about people from other countries, and because you know, they've read stories and things about that, things like that. With even though they go, oh, those Australians, they will find a new way to brew booze and ales and all these beautiful alcoholic beverages. They'll think about America. Even America has a bit of steampunk, but not as much as the UK. Motorized scooters, you know, penny farthings, and all this beautiful stuff. The steampunk is, in this UK steampunk thing, their interpretation of the past, of the interpretation of the future would be, which would be today. In other words, thinking of the past, thinking about what is going to happen in the years to come with technology, which would be today. It's just so much, as I said, the British science fiction has done quite a lot of good work in the ways that we get entertained, you know. And I do not disapprove at all. Without Doctor Who, we would not have Bill and Ted's excellent and bogus adventures. An excellent adventure, bogus journey. Both telephone box-like devices that go through time. But the TARDIS does a lot more. That goes into not only in time, but it goes into various multiple universes and dimensions where Earth resides in the same space, but in various changes. The world is run by 1 minute the world could be run by dinosaurs, birds, insects, lions, tigers, cheetahs, bears, elephants, rhinos, whatever. And all this stuff is so beautiful. Just to think about it, and and we have to thank the innovators of the British science fiction scene. There's been kings, queens, princes and princesses in those stories. There's been wars, there's been floods, there's been everything in that genre of television. And there's nothing you can exactly do to stop it. It was set into motion nearly a century ago. If not closer to a century or a bit older. If you want to throw in Bram Stoker's Frankenstein, well then over a century in thinking. And from my perspective, it is beautiful to think that the British are so imaginative. And for that I say thank you. And lastly, on the closing note, if you guys love your new stuff, think about the past, because it was then your roots as a power, as in my books, to be one of the best powerhouses of media. Tell with your reality TV stuff. I'm talking about the stuff that you actually made an impact in imagination. And yeah. Lastly, peace out. And in this video, rule of Britannia rules the waves, and innovated the world of sci-fi. Again, peace.